Welcome back, friends. I hope that you all are having a great weekend. Today I wanted to bring you along thrifting with us, and we had to stop off for a little coffee drink first. It was my husband and I's first time trying out Dutch Bros because they had just opened one in the town that we were in, and we had to try it. It was really good, and now we're off to Goodwill. I loved this gravy boat. I love to thrift transferware pieces, so this was a very exciting first find of the day, and I can't wait to bring you all along with us. I really hope that you enjoy thrifting with us today and then seeing what all we bring home at the end. I'm also going to share at the end how I use some of these pieces, and we're going to decorate a little bit in the kitchen with our new finds. And then I also have some garden updates that I'm excited to share, so be sure you stay all the way until the end to see all of that. Next, I spotted this stack of ironstone swirl pattern plates. I have a set of these that I love. I use them to stack and layer with in my hutch. They make a really good base dish to use to layer with, and they're just really beautiful. It was $3.99 for the whole stack of these. Okay friends, now we are in St. Teresa's thrift store, and I couldn't get over this beautiful framed watercolor for $2.99. This is so beautiful. These little salt and pepper shakers were only $1.99 for the set. How adorable would those look in a little cottage kitchen? This piece was only $9.99, and the colors in this are just perfection. I love this. I did leave it behind, but I love the wood frame, the mat, just everything about that picture I loved. And next we are headed into the Vet City Antique Mall. I am in love with these caneback chairs. These are incredible. I wish I could remember the exact price, but I want to say they were around $160 or more for the set of two. They might have even been over $200. I really can't remember. I thought that I had a clip of it, but either way, they were just amazing, and I had to share them. Okay friends, let's get started with this thrift haul. I'm so excited about my finds. This is one of my most favorite thrift hauls, I think, of all time. I just love all of these finds and I cannot wait to share them with you. I have this whole basket here of goodies. So I'm just gonna get started and pull from things in no certain order and share with you all of my finds. So the first two pieces I found are these two wooden pieces, this rolling pin, and then this is a piece that goes with a sieve for canning, and I have an extra sieve that doesn't have one of these with it, so I'm very excited to have this now for this year when we can our tomatoes, because we do run our tomatoes through a sieve. So this was a really fun find for only $5. Both of these were $5 each, and they are just so beautiful. Like I told y'all in my last video, I love vintage kitchen utensils and wooden rolling pins, wooden pieces, just anything that's for like a vintage kitchen. I just love that so much. So I was excited about these, and they're really functional and I'll be able to use them as well. So I thought that that was a really good find. And then again, this isn't in any certain order. So this next piece was from St. Teresa's thrift shop. We also went there last week and I brought the camera along. And this is one of the pieces that I found. So it's just this cute little basket. It was 99 cents and I thought it was a really pretty shape. And then this next find is from St. Teresa's as well. It's this really pretty little sugar dish or sugar bowl with the lid. It has so many pretty details. It was $2.99. I remember the day we went, it was super busy in there, so it was hard for me to film, but I do believe that I got a clip of this little piece and shared that. I also found this piece in there. It's this beautiful creamer. I love this. I've never found one like this that has this kind of shape, and it doesn't have any markings on the bottom. It reminds me of false graph, but I'm not exactly sure if this is false graph. It reminds me of like the heritage pattern pieces, but I have that creamer that goes with that set, and this doesn't look exactly like that, so I'm not sure like who the maker is, but I just thought it was so cute for $2.99. And then the only other piece I found from St. Teresa's is this beautiful watercolor painting. This is a painting by Barbara Stoll, and my husband looked this up when we got home because I wanted to know more about it, because it is just such a beautiful, beautiful watercolor painting. It's a painting of the Tower Building in Kansas City, and look at how beautiful this is. I love the colors. How gorgeous is this piece gonna be for winter with the beautiful horse and carriage. This was only $2.99. I cannot wait to hang this up. I want to maybe put it like above our stove. I feel like that would be really pretty for the winter months. I might go ahead and hang it up somewhere already though, or just sit it on like a little shelf, because it is just so gorgeous, and I love the colors. Even though it is like a snow scene, it's very wintry, but the colors in it are just so pretty in our home with the blue. So I think this is just so beautiful. So I love that find. These next two finds here are from Goodwill. I just love this little duck. I think it is precious. And it has the ladle. It's like a basket at the bottom, and then the little duck. How cute is this like tureen or covered dish? It's just gorgeous. It was $5.99. You know, they always put so many stickers. But there's the price. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this, or if it'll go to my antique booth. I have no idea yet, but I just thought it was so precious, like I said, and very fitting for a cottage home. That's my little duck find. I just had to grab that. They had a few other little tureens as well, but this one just really stood out to me and I really loved it. So that's the only one I brought home on this day. And then I also grabbed this really pretty basket that I had all of that in at Goodwill as well. It was $2.99 and it's just a really good size, and I love this. I only ended up bringing home one piece from the Vet City Antique Mall, and it is this beautiful pottery mug. I really love to collect pottery mugs, you know that if you watch my channel, and this one really stood out to me because of the beautiful color. I think it is so pretty, and Another thing that I loved about it is that it was made in the Smoky Mountains. It's engraved Smoky Mountains, Tennessee on the bottom. I thought that was really special, and I thought it would be the perfect little mug to add to my collection. And I also love that it doesn't have any chips or crazing or imperfections, so it will be safe to drink out of. A lot of times I will thrift pottery mugs and then realize that they are crazed or chipped in the glaze, and so they're not safe to drink out of. So I really liked that this one I can use as a coffee mug. If they are crazed or chipped, then I'll just use them to hold like little stir spoons, or like in my hutch to hold spoons or decor, or just use them somewhere else in the house. You can also use them as like a little pin cup or something like that. That is the only thing, like I said, that I found at Vet City, and then everything else is all from Grandma's attic. So the first piece is this teapot here. I could not believe when I saw this. I did not need another teapot, but I could not believe when we spotted this in there. It is so, so pretty. It is genuine ironstone, and this is the stamp on the bottom. It is just so pretty. And look at the beautiful blue floral. It was $10. And it's gonna look so cute with my other little teapots in my collection that I have in my hutch. I almost forgot, we did find one more piece in Goodwill, and it's this beautiful red transferware gravy boat. It was $3.99. I just love the red and white. It's so pretty. And then it's made in England. Such a pretty gravy boat, and I don't believe I've ever thrifted one in this pattern. I found the blue, but I don't think I have found the red, so that was an exciting little find. This one here is so gorgeous. It's the perfect color. This was $5, which is an amazing price for this nice hand woven egg basket, so I'm very excited about this find. I just love egg baskets. And then the next one here was $4.50. It's a little bit smaller, and it has some really pretty like blue wicker woven in. And then I found this basket again. Can't have enough egg baskets when you have chickens. I already have eggs in it from our hens because I just had to go ahead and see what it would look like on the counter. I just thought this was so fun. I've seen these a ton, but it was only $2, so I decided to grab it. We have eggs just coming in so much right now in summer, and I love to have them out sitting on the counter in a cute basket, so I thought that this would just be precious in our little cottage kitchen, so I grabbed that piece. And then, let's see, I believe, oh, one more find before I get to my favorites. I found this beautiful lamp. You all know how much I love these gorgeous lamps. I have one in our kitchen that is just beautiful. I'll insert a clip of it. I love the glow of this and like the pattern that it puts on the wall. It is so, so pretty. And I was so excited to find another one. This was only $5. It says it is crystal, made in Germany. And this piece was only $5, which is such a good deal. Definitely less than I paid for my other one. I believe I paid $10 for that one, and so I just could not believe I found this for only $5. It has such a beautiful beautiful pattern. Okay, now for my absolute most favorite piece in this haul. I found this gorgeous canister set. This is the onion pattern canister set, I believe. I'll leave the name here on the screen to be able to tell you exactly what this is called, but I have been on the hunt for this canister set for years now, and I always see certain pieces of it, and normally it is hard to find them where they are not broke. I've even seen them where someone has glued them back together and they're still selling the set for like $60 to $100. It's crazy. These go for so much, and I really think they are so beautiful with the blue. They're just so, so pretty to me. So I knew that I wanted to hold out and find some that were in good condition. This large one was $12. It says sweets. I also got this one here that says instant coffee. I would love to find the full-size one that says coffee. Again, I've seen it multiple times, but it just wasn't, it was either broke or wasn't in my price range of what I wanted to spend on it. So I thought this was adorable. For only $4, I had to get the instant coffee, and it has a little slot here for a spoon or a little scoop, but it didn't have the scoop with it. But I'm gonna find a little wooden one that would fit perfect down in here and just add that to it, and I think that will look really pretty. I thought I would maybe have one, but I couldn't find one in all of my wooden utensils that would fit in there, so I'm gonna find like a little small one that'll fit in that slot. And then we found jelly, this little tiny one. How cute are these? I love the font. They're just so much my style. Probably my most favorite vintage canisters that I've ever seen. And then lastly, I found the cream and the sugar. I do already have one of these creamers. It's a little bit smaller than this one and shaped a little bit different, but I was very excited to find the cream and the sugar set. Now let's get to decorating. Okay, now I'm going to bring you along as I decorate with some of these new pieces. I'm excited to see how my new canisters are going to look in the kitchen. It was also such a beautiful day out, so I'm going to head outside and cut some of my zinnias to bring in and go in the kitchen to add a beautiful pop of color in there. And I just had to get this adorable little clip of the chickens. I love to look outside and see them running around out there. I'm adding the new canisters here in front of my wooden cutting boards. I love the vintage charm that these add to our kitchen counters, and I think they're the perfect size to go right here in this spot. And then next I'm going to add my new rolling pin into my crock with all of my other wooden spoons and rolling pins. And then I recently added some of my smaller wooden utensils into this crock pitcher that you see here on the counter, and I'm going to add that new masher into there with those in that blue crock. Here's a look at the coffee bar area. This is my favorite spot in the kitchen. I just love this little space, and the zinnias added the perfect pop of color over here. I just love the freshness of the summer kitchen. Everything is so bright and beautiful. My mom and I canned peach preserves last week. We got the peaches from someone local, and it was our very first time canning peaches, and it's now going to be a yearly tradition because they are delicious, and it was just so much fun. And now I'm gonna make a coffee drink with our new pottery mug. thank you all for being a part of my channel. We recently hit 50,000 subscribers a couple weeks ago, and I just can't thank you all enough for being such a kind and encouraging community who share the same passions and interests. It's just such a special space here, and I'm so grateful for it and grateful for all of you. And I also have some exciting little garden updates to share. We recently did a big harvest. We harvested all of our onions and potatoes, so I thought that I would share a few clips of that at the end. I didn't get a picture of our entire harvest because we worked on this for several days in a row. We started putting it away and gifting it to friends and family as soon as we harvested it, but I believe we counted over 70 onions, which is so exciting. We had our best year of onions so far, and it's just so exciting. So I wanted to share a few clips of the process. And our tomatoes should be getting ripe very soon. Last year at this time, I believe I was already canning salsa, but we got our plants out a few weeks later than we normally do, so we are still waiting on our first ripe tomato, and then it will be time to focus on preserving and enjoying our tomato harvest. So there is a little bit of a farm update for you. I hope that you enjoyed seeing it. Stay tuned for my very next video. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to go to a local coffee shop and then browse around some local antique stores, and I really can't wait for that. So I hope that you will stay tuned for that video. I also hope that you are enjoying every moment of your summer and finding joy in all of the little moments, and I will see you in my very next video.